Okay, guys, this is a reminder. Okay, we're in Esther's year preparation, and for those of you that watch for the eclipses, we have a lunar eclipse coming up that will be visible in the northern hemisphere on February 11th, and the big one is the solar eclipse that's coming in February 26th, I believe. That will be visible in the southern hemisphere. So watch for those eclipses if you can. And guys, these are important markers because these mark Esther's preparation. Because now what we have is this is marking Purim. Purim is going to fall on that solar eclipse. So this marks the completion of Esther's 6 months of myrrh. Okay? So this video is to share that, and any of you that are unfamiliar with this story of Esther's preparation and the information, I have many videos and an entire playlist on Esther's preparation, which I encourage you to watch. But I also have a review message, which I encourage you to watch. I'll put a link in the description field, and I have a new document that I want to share, which we're going to go over now. Which will show us the details that are confirming Esther's year, because these will be confirmed through the solar eclipses. They're confirmed through the Star of Bethlehem that marks the beginning, the eclipses, and also the seals of Revelation. So guys, thanks for watching. Keep getting ready, Lord, guys. The Lord is coming soon. And now let's go over this document. I'll also have a link in the description field to go over this, because in the book of Esther it gives us a time frame in the book of Revelation of the period of the horse riders and the seals. Okay, so let's take a look at it. Okay, guys, here we go. These are our notes on Esther's preparation, and here we have a summary of several messages I've shared with you. But again, this is one that there seems to still be some confusion on. So again, we want to go over this again and just confirm it. Let's start with a simple math. You can see right here at the bottom, we have 1948 plus 62. And Daniel 9, it says there will be 62 weeks, and these are weeks of years, or the Feast of Weeks, where you count each year. That brings us to 2010, and 7 weeks, which it would be another 7 years, which brings us to 2017. Thus we know the beginning of when the king reigns and sits on his throne in the book of Esther. It says in Esther, the king sits on his throne, and then after 3 years he holds a feast. And the feast is 180 days, thus completing 3.5 years. Then, after those 80 days, he holds a feast for the people. Then he invites Vashti. Vashti refuses the king's command, and the king becomes angry for 2 years. Those 2 years are additional 180-day intervals, or the 4 seals of Revelation, where the horse riders, okay? All that lines up perfectly. Then the king issues a decree to call the virgins to Shushan. And then after that, Esther is prepared for 1 year. So we are now in that 1 year of preparation. Esther is prepared for 6 months of myrrh and 6 months of sweet odors. So at the solar eclipse, that will complete the 6 months of myrrh. Okay? Now, Purim, again, you see Purim, the eclipse to solar eclipse marks the midpoint. So this is February 26th, 2017. In the Enoch calendar, this is going to be 12/15/16, or Purim. Okay? Now, what we have to do is we have to convert the prophetic days, 180 days, to real days in the Enoch calendar. That's 182. This gives us the precise start of the 6th month and 15th day of 2016 when it started, and concludes the 6th month, 15th day of 2017. Now, excuse me, I bumped the camera. But there are, additionally, you guys know of the blood moons. We had 4 blood moons, lunar tetrad. Well, those also had solar eclipses in the last 2. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, last 2. There was a solar eclipse 2 weeks ahead, okay? So again, we have Passover, Fall Feast, Passover, Fall Feast. These continued in 2016. In 2016, you had it's not a full lunar eclipse, it was a partial lunar eclipse, and this was in 2016, and that was Passover. Then you have Fall 2016, you had another one, again preceding by solar eclipse, lunar eclipse, solar eclipse, lunar eclipse. These are the 6 seals of Revelation. Then what happens is Esther's year of preparation continues a pattern, but what happens is the solar eclipse that preceded the lunar eclipse now follows, and the lunar eclipse precedes the solar eclipse. So what you have is in August 18th, you had a lunar eclipse, then a solar eclipse, and that solar eclipse was September 1st. And then we have February 11th. This is coming up, 2017, lunar eclipse, followed by a solar eclipse. This is Purim, 12/15, 2016 in the Enoch calendar. And that is February 26th, okay? After that, we continue this pattern. We have August 7th, lunar eclipse, followed by a solar eclipse, thus giving us precisely Esther's year preparation. It starts in August 2016 and concludes in August of 2017. Additional information confirming this is the Star of Bethlehem. The Star of Bethlehem starts the year, and that happened in August 27th, 2016. Okay, again, confirming this year of Esther's preparation. Also, we have the 9th of Av. The 9th of Av marked 790 days to the Day of Atonement. There are 400 days from the 9th of Av to Esther's preparation. Then there's 390 days to the Day of Atonement. So these we equate to Ezekiel. Ezekiel laid on his side for 40 days and 390 days. So we equate the 40 to 400 and the 390 to 390 days here. Okay. Additionally, we have marked out for you the other intervals. So the halfway point is Purim, and there's a 3/4 mark, which will also happen, and that's going to be 3:15. That's going to be after Pentecost, and we'll talk more about that later when that time frame comes up. So guys, that's a quick summary. I have many videos on this talking about the same thing. It is confirmation here on this one page. I'll make this available to you of Esther's preparation. Okay. Now guys, what I also encourage you to do is get this. I have this whole book is going to be a book for you, and all the notes that I've been going over. Okay, so I'm going to have the link in the description field where you can get this book. Okay, so God bless you. Let me know if you have any questions, and stay posted, and keep watching, and get ready. The Lord's coming.